What is going on YouTube? This is your boy Young Mustard coming at you guys once again, and I am back with another video. Now in this video I am here to talk about how great Josh Jackson can be. Now for those who don't know who Josh Jackson is, he is a 20-year-old who was just drafted with the 4th overall pick in the 2017 NBA draft. Now if you have not seen my draft lottery analysis, y'all go check that out. A card will be on the screen right now. But Josh Jackson, in my opinion, can be a really good player. Now here we are going to break down, how great he can be and the negatives and the positives of getting Josh Jackson. Now, if you have not seen my lottery video, I did say that Josh Jackson was a really good pick. And for those who don't know, Josh Jackson, more likely than not, is probably the most secure bet out of all the players in the draft. Not saying that he's the best player, but he is the most secure player out of all the other players. He's someone that you more than likely know what you're going to get from him. And honestly, his strength and his explosiveness did allow him to do a lot in college. And his calling card and strength will be his defensive ability. He's a very good defender, and everybody needs those kind of two-way wing players, especially on a team like Phoenix, where Devin Booker isn't the greatest defender in the world, and Eric Bledsoe, who knows how long he's going to be there, Mr. Mini LeBron James. And also, when you look at his shooting ability, he was able to improve that during the second half of the season. Now obviously no one really knows if he's going to be, a great player in terms of his shooting ability, but I think that is something that you can always improve. Look at Kawhi Leonard when he was in college. He wasn't the greatest three-point shooter. Hell, even his field goal percentage was at 44%, and his three-point percentage was even lower at a 29%. But when you look at Josh Jackson's three-point percentage, his three-point percentage was 38%, and he shot better from the field at 51%. Now I will also put in that Josh Jackson's free throw percentage is unacceptable. 56% from the free throw line, come on now. But when you compare him and Kawhi Leonard's years in college, they are roughly similar, and one could argue that Josh Jackson's is better. Josh Jackson averaged 16 points, meanwhile Kawhi Leonard in his best year averaged just 16 points. Kawhi Leonard averaged 3 assists. Josh Jackson averaged 3 assists. Josh Jackson averaged 2 steals and 1 block. Kawhi Leonard averaged 1 steal and 1 block. And then when you look at the three-point percentage, like I pointed out earlier, Josh Jackson beats him in there, and he beats him in the field goal percentage by far. Now the free throw percentage, yes, Kawhi does shoot, or should I say did shoot, 76% from the free throw line, which obviously obliterates Josh Jackson's, inexcusable 56% from the free throw line. I understand that. But these numbers are similar. And honestly, Kawhi Leonard, he shot the best from the three-point line in terms of the percentage last year. Not the season that just took place, but the season prior. He shot the best from the three-point line. He led the league in three-point percentage. So it's obvious that you can fix these kind of problems. Shooting threes, that is something that every NBA player can get down. Now, in terms of the downside, I will say that if he cannot become someone who can improve offensively, I say the downside is like a Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, because you also have to realize Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, though his numbers don't resemble Josh Jackson in some aspects, when you take away the points, everything else is kind of similar. He averaged 12 points, a block, a steal, 2 assists, 7 rebounds, shot better from the free throw line, 75%, 25% from 3, and 49% from the field. Now I know some of those numbers are a bit different, but when you factor in that Kentucky team that Kidd-Gilchrist played on was a bit different. Remember Terrence Jones, you also had Marquise Teague, Anthony Davis. They split the ball a bit more. Meanwhile, Josh Jackson was the best player on his Kansas team. So the downside is a Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and that is not good at all. We all know Michael Kidd-Gilchrist offensively is one of the most inept players in the league. So there's a downside in that, but I can see the upside in being like a Kawhi Leonard. So as long as he can fix those mechanics, I think that he'll be perfectly fine. Now, being in Phoenix, there are goods and bads. The goods is a very good young team. You obviously got Devin Booker, who I think will be one of the top players in the league one day. You also have players such as Marquise Chriss, who's a good young player. Eric Bledsoe is a good leader for that team. Even though I think he should be traded, there's no need for him to be wasting his prime years because he is a really solid player. Someone who can give you about 22 and 5, 22 and 6, get you triple doubles if he needs to. A really athletic player. He's been called mini LeBron James. Let's just be real. The guy's a phenomenal player. Now, I'm done, kissing up to Eric Bledsoe, but he needs to be traded, but they're most likely going to keep him unless something major happens, and him bringing that kind of leadership to the locker room, he knows what to do to get the job done. So I do think having Eric Bledsoe will help the team. But the problem that I see for the Suns right now is the coaching. Earl Watson is not a good coach. They just brought him in randomly. They need someone who is a veteran coach. Getting someone like a Tom Thibodeau would have helped that team really well. I think if they had got Tom Thibodeau, man, they could have really been good, because defensively they do struggle, especially Devin Booker, because Devin Booker is not the greatest defender in the world. So getting someone like Tom Thibodeau, who managed to win about 50 games without Derrick Rose, because let's not forget, he didn't have Derrick Rose for all of those times that Derrick Rose was a phenomenal player leading up to the MVP and sometimes after it, because we all know he got injured after it. And he managed to win about 50 games with players like Nate Robinson, and Jimmy Butler hadn't come up like he is today. So you guys get the point here. I think they need a new coach for sure. Now, Tom Thibodeau's obviously taken off the market, but anybody besides Earl Watson is an improvement. So just get someone who's a better defensive coach. So you guys really get the picture here. I think that Josh Jackson can be a phenomenal player. Kawhi Leonard is a top 3 player. Some people can even argue top 2 player in the league. So in my personal opinion, he has that kind of ceiling and that kind of potential, but the downside could be like a Kid Gilchrist, who is one of the most inept players that I've seen in NBA history in terms of the offense, besides Andre Roberson, of course. But you guys get the picture. So you guys comment down below your opinions. I want to know what you guys think about Josh Jackson. What do you think his ceiling is? Do you think he can be a bust? I don't think so, but do you think he can be a bust? Y'all let me know. Make sure you guys also vote in the poll that should be popping up on the screen right about now, and you guys vote on how good do you think Josh Jackson will be, how great do you think he'll be in the NBA. So this is your boy Young Mustard signing out. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and add me on Snapchat. Especially follow me on Twitter. The links will be down below in the comment section. That's the pinned comment and in the description. I gotta get some more followers. Keep your followers up on Twitter. I do keep up with a lot of things on Twitter. That is usually the first place that I will go to if something breaking happens and you don't hear it on YouTube. So y'all go to Twitter and follow me. Signing out, Young Mustard. Peace.
If one more label try to stop me, it's gonna be some dreadhead